You have been doing Jerusalem Prayer Breakfasts since 2017. Just tell us maybe a little bit about what is it and why you do it.
Well, it started in 2016 with Robert Ilatov, who was the chairman of the Christian Allies Caucus, then responsible for all the contacts of the Knesset with the Christian world, asked for my help. And I said, how can I help you? He said, we need to build another alliance of the Friends of Israel. I said, why? Because there are so many great organizations, Christian Embassy, Bridges for Peace, you name it, they are there, they're doing great work. He said, no, we need something that is ours. So Jerusalem Prayer Breakfast is initiated by the Knesset, and it's been rotating now since 2017 when we had the initial one, and several different Knesset members have been hosting it. And so we just had in May the 8th annual Jerusalem Prayer Breakfast here. And a month ago we had one in New York with 600 people from 30 nations coming to pray.
Wow, that's great. Now, your next one at the end of October is in Copenhagen. Much of Europe has not been very friendly to Israel. How is Denmark, and why are you having it there?
Julie, you see, Denmark has the history of standing with the Jews for the last 100 years. I mean, they were the ones who basically saved their Jewish population during the Holocaust. The king, Christian X, the legend said that he wore the Star of David. So we are literally doing this to encourage our Danish friends to continue standing with Israel as they become the presidents of the European Union Council. I mean, they will be leading the European Union in the second part of 2025, and they will be non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. So we need to strengthen a relationship, their covenant relationship with Israel in this very, very critical time. I don't know if you have realized, but European nations are preparing for a war, a nuclear war. Sweden, Finland, they have issued and printed booklets how to survive a war like this. Denmark has told their population to prepare for iodine and food and everything, because Russia is literally threatening these countries for giving F-16s to Ukraine. And so there's a time, really literally time, that the nations have to repent, have to strengthen their relationships with the Jewish people, with Israel. We've invited the king because they have this tradition of standing with the Jewish people. Now, whether he comes or Queen Mother or some of the princes, we would be happy to have people from the royal family. And of course, we have the youth mayor of Copenhagen welcoming the delegation. Member of Parliament Morten Messerschmidt, he is the one hosting the Jerusalem Prayer Breakfast in Copenhagen. And of course, we have invited the pastors and leaders from all over Copenhagen, but people will come from Norway, from Finland, from Sweden, from Faroe Islands, Iceland, all of these places.
Very good. Thank you so much for joining us on Jerusalem Dateline.